different vibe.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We're fun here. We keep it very real. We're human, and we like to embrace that humanness in ourselves. And you never know what might happen at a yoga class. You get people crying, laughing, community, just nurturing. So I think it's really great that we have the space that we do, and the people that have found us. I'm just so grateful. And I just sent you to the link to my YouTube channel. So you can subscribe, and then you'll see there's a whole bunch. Absolutely. I'm very proud of the ones that I made during the pandemic. Those are the ones that were filmed very intentionally with scripting and all of that. And then I did a full voice over and music and everything. They're very fancy, so please check them out. I need to make time to do more of those, but editing takes a while. So it has to be like, all right, I'm going to dedicate a whole day to making one film, and that's pretty much all I want to do. Oh, it's fun. It's just, like anything, taking time to do the mural.
Right.
Yeah, it's just taking the time to do it.
I thought of my word. Oh, these are so cute. Is that new from the other day?
No, that's all right. So this I painted just a couple weeks ago, so it is new to the studio. That's our Bodhi tree. Do you know anything about the Bodhi tree? So the Bodhi tree is where Buddha was said to have sat underneath and meditated and found enlightenment. So we painted one here. I know, I say we, because it's everybody's tree. But I painted it in honor of all of us. And we put a little fake leaf whenever we're inspired. We've got a little bag of leaves over there. We write an intention or a mantra or a phrase or anything you want to bring into the world, and we pop it on there whenever you're so inspired.
I have to remember my friend.
And we've also got some fake flowers down there next to the laptop that we're just putting on there. So. Yeah, and then the waterfall, the story behind that is similar, and it's not a matter of bringing forth, but letting go. So if there's anything you want to let go of, just imagine it washing down the waterfall and beyond. So just a couple of ways to sort of interact with the space a little bit. Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. We are right on time. As always, if you're feeling anything in your practice that's uncomfortable, go ahead and exit the posture, come back when you feel ready, and always listen to your own inner voice on your journey. Let's find that nice, comfortable seat. The sit bones ground down into the earth. Shoulders can roll down the back. Maybe let them go a few times. Loosening the grip. Hands can rest comfortably. Palms up if you want to receive, or palms down if you need to feel more grounded. You can let your eyes gently close, or allow your gaze, your drishti, to soften, unfocusing. And let's begin tuning inward. Notice the breath. Notice where the breath moves through you. With every expanse in the lungs, notice how the muscles, front and back, respond. Make room. And every exhale, let everything settle back down, relieving you of any tensions from the day. And as you notice your breath, notice the sense of calm that it brings. A sense of peace and bliss surrounds you. And now let's imagine at the base of the spine is a root system. This root system attaches to your tailbone, and it begins to descend down into the earth, moving through all the layers of soil, of sediment, steady in its course, and eventually makes its way to the center of the earth, at the heart of Mama Gaia. The root plugs in to the center of the earth, a place of light and love, of well-being. And through this root system, imagine anything that's not serving you, anything heavy, any tensions or worries. Let them drain down through this root and let them release into the earth. And the earth knows exactly what to do with this energy. It will transmute it back to light. Perhaps you begin to feel a little bit lighter or less burdened. And now you can use this same root system to draw in the loving and healing light from the heart of the earth. Imagine it flowing up through the root system, into the tailbone, all the way up through the spine, taking up space. And then it begins to extend and expand through your entire being, flooding you with loving feelings, with healing energy, with balance. Let's take a final breath. And with an exhale, turn the chin over the right shoulder. Invite gentle awakening in your neck. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, draw the right ear towards the right shoulder. A gentle lateral bend. Inhale to center. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Gently bowing, never pulling or forcing, but finding that space where you can stretch and breathe with ease. Inhale, come back up to center. And with an exhale, take a couple gentle neck or head rolls, whatever direction is calling to you. Bringing a little bit of life and movement. And then switch directions. And when things begin to feel balanced, let the head complete its rotation and align in the center naturally. The shoulders relax and your eyes can gently open and return. With the next inhale, let's sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right and hold here. Feel the length and the support within your spine as you gently wring out any of the day's tensions. Inhale, flow through center, big stretch up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, come back through center. stretch to the right. Breathe into the side body. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Follow the breath back through. Exhale, follow your heart and fold forward. Take a few breaths right here. Slowly come back. Let's release the legs and give them some gentle wake up and warm up movements. Break up any stagnant areas you might be feeling. That life force flowing back through you. And then when you're ready to come back to seated posture, if you're going cross-legged again, let the opposite foot lead the way. This will rebalance a little bit through the pelvis and the hips. Shoulders melt down the back. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, twist again to the right. Hold here, and perhaps discover a little more length or a little more openness as you're ready. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take the twist to the other side. Follow the breath back through center. Exhale, side stretch. Notice all the space you've begun to create. Inhale to center. And last time, exhale over. Inhale, come back. Exhale, fold. Take just a few moments right here. Slowly come back. Let's come down to forearm position to give a little extra wiggle and wake up to the low body, to the spine, and more. Make sure you have plenty of cushion and support beneath your knees. And once you're there with knees hip distance apart, we can begin those fluid movements that we like so much. That might just be rocking side to side to start with. And maybe we'll incorporate some sways or circular movements if that feels great to you. And then once you begin to get moving and the energy starts to loosen, perhaps you'll explore other movements. Perhaps figure eights or snake-like movements are calling to you. But you can get into any range of motion that's comfortable for you, any movements that feel great. And once you've completed those last little movements, let's move on. Let's slide those knees toward one another, changing up the foundation for fire hydrants. This really warms up through the glutes and the hips, so go at your own height and level of comfort. With the inhale, we're going to open the right leg. Extend diagonally, and then exhale, we gently bring the knee down. Let's alternate just 3 sets tonight. Moving with the breath. Exhale to lower. 2 more sets on your own. relaxed set. Feel free to either stretch back in child's pose, or you can take movements to ease any fatigue that may have come up to the surface. Let's come back to forearms. Knees hip distance apart again for dolphin. With an inhale, let's curl the toes into the mat. With the exhale, press the mat away. Tailbone extends high. Neck and head are nice and heavy. If this is not comfortable to hold, you can go ahead and lift and lower at your own pace. This will gradually help you build up strength at your own pace. Final exhale, bring it all the way down. Extend halfway back to child's pose with arms extended in front. With your inhale, let's open the right hand to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle all the way through and let that shoulder drain of any tensions. Use your inhale to press yourself up and open that arm wide. Exhale, lower the hand down. Let's try the other side. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread on through. Get cozy for a few breaths. Use your inhale to press yourself up and open wide. Exhale, bring the hand down. Let's creep crawl up to a seated position. Take a moment to get yourself a sip of water if you need it. I left mine in the freezer.
Super good that way though. Speaking of, perimenopause, ice cold water is great. Anything really cold is awesome. Now we're going to move into some wrist warm-ups to get us prepared for some weight bearing in practice. So, any of those feel-good movements that I recommend are rotating, stretching or flexing, wiggling of the fingers, self-massage, gentle weight bearing if you feel ready. Always want to make sure we take care of the body in every capacity that we can. And once things begin to feel pretty well warmed up, you can shake out that old energy, leave it here. Make sure all your props are nearby, that way if you need them, they're within hand's reach. Let's move right into it. With an inhale, let's rise up to tall hero. With your exhale, find tabletop pose, hands to the earth. Inhale, sunbird, Chakravarkasana. Exhale, gently lower. Other side, inhale to extend. Exhale to release. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, cat, round and roll. Inhale, cow or cat lift, curl the toes in. Exhale, press back to your first downward facing dog. We'll take a moment to get reacquainted with our dog. You can walk the dog if you need to, or find any variation that pleases you. Use your exhale to come back down to tabletop, landing softly. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale, guide the foot through, find your low lunge.
Inhale, rise up nice and tall. Exhale, lower the hands down to frame the foot. Next, inhale, open the right hand towards the sky. You can stay here, but if you like a high lunge, that's always an option. Next, exhale, bring the hands down, step back, table. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, cat, round and roll. Inhale, extend left leg back. Exhale to the low lunge, help the foot through. Inhale to crescent moon all the way up. Exhale, lower back down. With your inhale, open the left hand to the sky. Find that twisted shape and whatever variation you are in on the other side. See if you can match that here. Exhale, bring it down, step back to table. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, roll it back to child's pose. Take a few moments to rest, to breathe. Slowly roll yourself back up to hero or tall hero. And let the shoulders melt down the back. Lovely. Let's go again. Inhale, reach to the stars. Exhale to tabletop. Inhale, cow or cat lift, curl the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, let the right hand find the left leg. And with your exhale, return it to earth. Other side, inhale, left leg finds right leg, or left hand. Yes, left hand. What are we playing, twister? Exhale, lower the hand down. Take another breath here. Exhale, come back down to earth, tabletop. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, knee towards chest. Inhale, long extension. Exhale, low lunge. The breath will guide you up to crescent moon. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take that twist. If this is not a comfortable twist, you can always take an open arm variation. That can be lovely. High or low lunges are great. Exhale, back down, step back to table. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, round and roll. Inhale, extend left leg. Exhale, knee towards chest. Inhale, lengthen the leg back. Exhale, find the low lunge. Inhale, ground down to rise. Exhale, take that twist again, other side. With your exhale, lower the hands, step back, table. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, extend back to child's pose or puppy pose and stretch it all out. When you're ready, slowly roll yourself back to hero. Feel free to grab a sip of water if you need it, and then we'll move into some nice
nice standing sequences. Wonderful. From our hero, let's take another inhale, reach to the stars. Exhale, find your tabletop pose. Inhale, cow or cat lift, curl the toes in. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take a nice deep breath, and with an exhale, we're gonna walk or travel to the top of the mat and fold forward. Toes spread out like a tree frog. Neck and head hang nice and loose, and knees can bend as much as you need them to. From here, let's slowly begin to roll the body back up to stand. Take your time with that journey. Enjoy each and every alignment that you feel along the way, and how the shoulders melt all the way down, expanding through the collarbones. Breath is full and free. Tadasana, mountain pose. Next inhale, sweep the arms, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, right foot rises for tree pose. With your exhale, let's place that right foot against the left leg. Now, you don't have to be up by the thigh if that's feeling unsteady. You can always have the foot down by the ankle. That is totally fine, but find your expression. Become the tree. With your inhale, let's release that right knee forward, and then exhale, step the leg back, warrior one. If it didn't land exactly where you want it, that's okay. Go ahead and adjust. Inhale, hands to heart center. Melt the front leg straight for moving warrior. Exhale, warrior one. And again, let's flow with it. Deep breath. Long exhale. Last time. And when you get to that final warrior, hold right here. Embody that loving, peaceful warrior. Inhale, melt the front leg straight. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side. Good, left leg leads, so the left toes face the front of your mat. And the back foot is your anchor. Hold there. Make sure your toes face each. There you go. Better on the knee. There you are. Lovely, lovely. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Next inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand reaches, and we'll find a nice side stretch. With the next inhale, let's melt the front leg straight for reverse triangle. Take another breath. Exhale, side angle. So we bend the front knee again, and we find side angle pose. Any variation you like. Good form, everybody. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Melt the legs straight again. Exhale, wide-legged mountain pose. Now we're facing the side of the mat entirely. Full breath, open arms. Exhale, fold forward. Let's take a breath here. And with an exhale, we'll come into a side lunge on the right leg called Skandasana. Now remember, you go at your own pace. So if you don't want to go super deep or cannot go super deep, that's okay. Use your blocks to hold you wherever you are. Yoga is about discovering where we are and being okay with it. Some days we'll feel more open or stronger, and some days we might not have that. But yoga can meet you where you are. Let's inhale, float through center for pre-crawl. And with the exhale, we're going to try the other side, so go easy. Nice and easy. One side might feel a little off from the other one as well. Breathe wherever you are. yourself go in this posture. If you require movement or stillness, it's yours to be had. With the next inhale, let's rise up to 5-pointed star. Exhale, triangle with the left foot leading the way. So we turn those left toes forward again, and we reach over the horizon. Let the left hand rest on the leg or block, while the right hand reaches to the sky. I like to imagine that I'm melting the upper back into an invisible wall behind me. That'll give you that lovely opening feeling. Hopefully it's lovely. If not, let me know, we can adjust. With your inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, warrior two again. With your next inhale, let the hands touch at the front of your mat. Exhale, hop it in. Find your warrior one. Take a breath here, melt the front leg straight. Exhale for pyramid pose. So you can let this knee softly bend to meet your knees. The head can bow if you'd like. And again, you can always use blocks if you need just a little bit of height or assistance creating space and openness in your body. Always room for adjustment. With your next inhale, let's step up to the front of the mat. Find halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise all the way up, find upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take a moment if you need some movement, some gentle sways, some movements with your feet to release any tension. And then we'll find our neutral mountain pose again. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms, left foot rises for tree pose. So now we'll use the hand or hands to place the left foot against the right leg. And we'll find whatever mudra or arm variation is calling. Finding that steadiness in your breath. With your inhale, release the knee forward and then exhale, step it back to your warrior one. Again, adjust however you need to. Moving warrior, inhale, hands to heart, melt the leg. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Again, full breath in, long breath out. Last time. And on this third and final, we hold, taking a moment to feel that warrior energy coursing through. Inhale, melt the legs straight. Exhale, open up to warrior two on the other side. So the right toes face the front of the mat, right knee is bent, shoulders are stacked above the hips, steady and grounded. Inhale, reverse warrior. Hold here. The right hand reaches, the left hand can simply find a resting place. And we notice that opening through the side body. Next, inhale, melt the front leg straight for reverse triangle. Take another breath. Follow your exhale to side angle pose. So we bend the front knee again and find the variation that's calling to you. Let the breath guide you all the way up. Exhale, wide-legged mountain pose. do something slightly different on this side. Let's take a nice deep breath. And instead of coming into a deep side lunge, we're just gonna walk the hands over towards the right foot. Not enough so that your right knee wants to bend. We're not going that far. But find where that maximum capacity is without straining. Allowing the legs to stay neutral. Inhale, crawl through center. Exhale, let's try the other side. Again, noticing one side may be different than the other. That's okay. We're allowed to have imbalances. We do our best. And then we come to yoga for the rest. Amen. That's right. Let's inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, hang loose and enjoy for another minute or so. Well, moment or two. We're not going to hold that long. But enjoy. Next, inhale, rise up to five-pointed star. Exhale, triangle with the right foot leading the way this time. So again, we reach over the horizon, lower the hand, and spiral the left hand into the sky. Beautiful. Imagining melting your upper back onto the invisible wall. Follow your inhale all the way back up. Exhale, warrior two again. With your inhale, let the palms touch towards the front of your mat. Exhale, gently, playfully pop it in. Find your warrior one last time. Holding for another moment. Inhale, melt the legs straight. Exhale, pyramid. And if you need to let that knee softly bend as you come to meet it, that's exactly what I'd like you to do. We always bend the knee to meet the body rather than try to push the body towards a straight leg that doesn't feel so good. Let's take a final breath. And this time with an exhale, we step back, downward facing dog. Stretch it out here for a moment. With your next inhale, we're gonna roll to plank pose. Now this is supposed to be a gentle class, so I'm gonna lower my knees just to stay in that frame. But if you wanna stay in a regular plank, that's okay. You want those shoulders, elbows, and wrists all in alignment. And then with an exhale, let's slowly come down. Good. Inhale, baby cobra. Just a slight lift. Arms close to the rib cage. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, slightly bigger cobra. And bring it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. I like to bring my hands back towards the waist before I lift. Ready, lower all the way down. From here, you can inhale and come back through table, and then exhale, come back to child's pose or puppy pose. Stretch it all out for a few moments. And you can give yourself a mental pat on the back, because we've gotten through our standing sequences. When you're ready, come on back. Grab a little bit of water if you need it. Move into our hip openers and cool down stretches before meditation. How do we feel so far? Good. Good. Love
That left hand or right knee doing. I have zero balance and I have vertigo at baseline, so standing.
So you don't have to do that if you don't
No,
want
it's
to.
good for me. It's good for me.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you know how to safely challenge
Some things
yourself.
are better than others.
Totally. I think even for everybody. That's good though. It's good to know. just go over the 3 variations that I show. I choose this one for folks that are feeling very tight. One leg in, one leg out. I even recommend blocks if you need the extra help. Okay, if that's feeling very easy and you need a little more to stretch yourself, crisscross applesauce is the second variation. And my favorite is it really gets the outer hip and the glute, which I need, and the piriformis. Stack one leg on top of the other. That might be enough. You might not even need to move out of that posture. That might be plenty. But wherever you choose to go, something doesn't feel right, you can always get out of it and choose another variation. Let's take a nice deep breath here. Exhale, send the heart forward. Find the stopping points. There it is. Put on the brakes. With every exhale, you might even find that the body loosens up a little more or lets go. Slowly walk your way back up. Let's release the legs, give them a little bit of gentle movement just to ease any of that tension out of the body. And now, let's switch to the other side. So whichever variation you took, try and match that on the other side. You'll know once you start to pull when you go, oh no. Let's take a full breath. Exhale. Find the stopping points.
Oh yeah.
There you go. And if this is the tighter side for you, like it is for me, be patient with yourself. Let the breath guide the way. When things begin to feel balanced, slowly creep crawl back. Go ahead and release those legs and we'll extend them long in front of the body. Finding that nice balance. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we descend and find the stopping points. Allowing those hamstrings to loosen up. Always let the breath flow. Slowly make your way back. And now let's find cobbler's pose. Soles of the feet touch. This is another one that you can also use blocks with if you need the support. Let's cradle the feet. Inhale, tall. Exhale. Slowly move into the posture as far as you can comfortably. And then slowly rise back up. Wide-legged seat will be in our last posture before bridge. So as wide as you can comfortably. Sit bones anchor down. Deep breath. Exhale, follow the heart. Creep crawl until you feel like you can stay a while. you get there, readjust, make sure both sit bones are grounded, and then use your exhale to resettle. With an exhale, recrawl all the way to the other side. Once you get there, reestablish your foundation. Sometimes I have to kind of come out of it a little bit and then resettle gently. Let's creep crawl back to center. And then slowly come on up. Great. Let's come down to bridge pose now. You're stuck. Sometimes I remember getting into a couple postures when I was by myself and being like, well, if I go, I go. What are you gonna do? At least I was doing something I loved. So let's roll down, and I'm gonna recommend, of course it's always optional, a supported bridge tonight. That just sounds so yummy. It sounds great. If you would rather a moving bridge or any other variation, totally cool with me. But to set up for supported, make sure you have one block or a bolster. Feet hip distance apart. With the inhale, we roll the hips up just enough to place the block underneath the base of the spine. Placement's going to be a little different for us all. You'll know it when you find it. You'll be able to let go of the block and let the arms rest at your sides. You'll get all the benefits of bridge pose without doing any muscular work to get there. We'll take a few breaths right here. With your next inhale, let's lift up the hips just enough to remove the block. And then exhale one vertebrae at a time. You bring it down. Maybe you'll be rewarded with some cracks and pops in the spine. From there, you can hug your knees to chest, or you can come into happy baby pose and rock side to side. This might even get you those pops and cracks that you might be looking for. But at any rate, it will feel nice. And now if there's any other postures that you're craving in your own practice before we venture to meditation, feel free to move through any of your favorites. Take a few moments to explore. notice the body as it settles in, melting into the earth, feeling supported, relaxed, peaceful. You notice the rhythm of breath, flowing, smooth, and steady. you feel drawn to gentle movements, starting with your hands and your feet, letting them